Hi everyone, hopefully I'm live. Just allow me a few seconds so I can double check. I am checking my own YouTube and it's always weird because I hear myself double and I know there are a few seconds of buffer, so just bear with me if you're watching the replay or if you are already here live. I think everything is working. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so welcome everyone. I am Claudia and I will be designing today here, sharing my screen and sharing my thoughts with you while I work on my designs. Allow me to leave everything as I need it. I think I got it. Okay, so I should be able to see you in the chat. If you are here, you can type anything in the chat and I'll keep an eye to it. You can ask me questions whenever you have them. It's not going to be a tutorial. It's not going to be like training, but it will be me designing and sharing my thoughts. And of course, if you have any questions on my process or why I use a tool and not another one, you can ask and I'll do my best to reply. Now, the plan for today is that I will be designing an engagement party invitation for a challenge that's happening in Minted. So let me share with you my screen and that will make more sense. Hi Myra, I see you on the chat. Okay, so I'm gonna make myself smaller. That way we can see my screen. So these are my submissions so far, from this one to this one to this challenge, and they are asking for engagement party invitations, bachelorette party invitations, and rehearsal dinner. And I have to be honest, I've been struggling with this topic because I have zero experience with it. We don't celebrate this type of events here. We do celebrate bachelorette parties like some people do, but I have I have only attended one and it was a really casual one. We just improvised and we were 4 people on it. So definitely far from, what people do. And I just had to do a lot of research to figure out what I should design for this challenge. But anyway, I finally came to some ideas. I'm really happy with the designs I've done so far, and I'm working on one that I want to share with you. So let's open Illustrator and I'll tell you about it. These are some illustrations. It started from a watercolor painting that I scanned and I wanted to make it super different from the original. So I've been working on Photoshop and Procreate and I will be sharing with you the rest of the process. Obviously, I have some ideas in mind, but I don't know how long it's going to take me or what exactly it's going to end up looking. But yeah, I'm gonna start and hopefully it will be a cool design when it ends. So I have here in Photoshop my original painting. This is it, okay? And I've been working on this set of flowers. I think I'm gonna start working on these just in case I need them, especially the little, I don't know, wildflowers, I don't know how to call them, but these could be like really helpful to fill some of the areas like here or here. And then this area in, like the empty space will be filled with text. So what I've been doing in Photoshop, it's going on my painting. I have been selecting what I want and turning it into a brush so that I can make it totally white. So I'm gonna select this area here because it has a transparent background. I don't need to be precise, so I'm just selecting these and hopefully it won't be too big. It's too big, unfortunately. So let's copy it into a new file and see if that helps. I really want to keep the same size for it, so hoping this works. Okay. Something's going on in my computer. I think it's because I'm screen sharing that things are not working. Let me close all of these and have it saved, so I'm not afraid. You know, if it doesn't work, I will just work with the main flowers, because I need to work on them on Procreate for sure. Yeah, I think my computer, it's overwhelmed. Okay, so let's go to Procreate. Hopefully, if I do this, yeah, we can see now Procreate. Okay, so here in Procreate, what I've been doing basically, I have been, oops, why is it green? Do you see it in green? Oh, check, it's not helpful today. Well, I'll wait. I'm seeing the preview on YouTube, but it takes a few seconds until we arrive to the point. Let's see. I'm waiting for it to come. Anyway, I'm gonna work on it. Hopefully it won't show up as green as I saw it. So as you can see, the original one was this layer. Oh yeah, the green is showing. You know what I think it is? It's the connection of the cable. Oh god. Okay. Let's see if I can fix it. Things of the life. Okay. I'm gonna go back to showing my screen. And I'm gonna reconnect my iPad and see if this works. Hopefully it will. I won't touch the cable, just in case. So as I was saying, this is the original layer, the one I have selected. And I've been playing with different colors. It's not working, the connection. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh, this is making me nervous. Let me go back to showing my screen, and you know what I'll be doing? I'll be working on another design, and that's it. So let's work on the text of my design. And if everything goes well, I'll go back to Procreate. Okay. Text. So I have here my other design, which I'm gonna take just the text and repurpose it because it's exactly what I need in this case. I just need it to be, this is super casual, and I want this one to be much more like elegant and classic. So I will start changing the text, placing it where I want it to go, and then deciding fonts. So Chinese for engagement party, I'm gonna start it with You are invited to the engagement party. I think engagement party. I'll do it in another font. Okay, let's see. I want this for sure to be in a serif font, so I'm gonna filter my serif fonts and see which one resonates the most. I also have, so I made this, let me go back. I made this document for my rehearsal dinner and I tested a few fonts that I just installed, so I'm gonna see if I like any of those to repurpose here. Let's try this one and see how it goes on engagement party. Engagement party. Okay. I like the ligatures that I had with the other one. I don't know if it's a thing of changing it to lowercase or what. No, doesn't change anything. Let's open the glyphs for this font. No, it doesn't seem like I have any combination that works in this case. So I'm gonna try another font because what was fun about this one were, you know, these things. I also like this one, but it's, yeah, it's not classic enough for what I'm looking for. I think this one is my favorite. Let's see how it looks. I love the A's like this, and I'm gonna separate the letters a little bit. Okay, I love where this is going. Now this for sure needs to be also in a serif font. Let's see what we have here. This one looks nice. I wished it was bolder though, so I'm gonna continue searching for others. Something super classic like this could work. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this one for now. And change it if needed. Okay, so you're invited to the engagement party of or come, sorry. Please join, yeah, please join us to celebrate please join us for, no. You're invited to to an engagement party. I'm gonna keep it all in one line. Invited to an engagement party honoring and then I will type here a couple name. Interesting, there is no ampersand for this font. Madison and I want long names, and I'm loving Galanthia. I'm looking for a script font. I think this one looks really nice. I'm gonna add the stroke because it's for sure needed. And this is a requirement, and then I'm gonna make it way smaller, way bigger, sorry. Okay. Okay. I don't like how this interacts here, so I'm gonna try keeping everything in lowercase. I think I like it like this. I'm gonna keep things closer so it has the same separation. I think I want this in 2 lines though. Yeah. Invited to engagement party honoring Madison and Nathaniel. Okay, I'm gonna block the background. I like it. And then here I'm gonna add the details. So I think this small space makes sense for the date. So I will, and I need to center this. Wait a minute. It's not centered, so oops, a little bit to the left. Perfect. Okay, so as I was saying here, I'm gonna add the date, and I think I want to do some kind of like combination for it. So I could do this for the number. Oh, lovely. It's an interesting number. I like it better like this. And this for the month. Can do can definitely be a winter wedding with those white details. January or February. I'm being strategic here because I want the space to be filled nicely, even though later it has to be able to be changed to any month. I want to use the one that looks nicer here. And then with this, we will add here the time, because it's a winter one. I will make it a morning celebration. probably this needs to be more to the left, not that much. It's so slanted that the space that it occupies, it's quite weird. Okay, and then all the details about the place, I'm gonna put them with this small type. I think it would be nice here to add the address of the place. Let's first add the responsive plate details, just in case. And of course I need to change the date. You need to respond by February 1st to Bianca. Okay, I definitely need more text in here. Let's think. Or I could continue here the illustration so it has the space for the date, then this is filled and this goes down here in one line. No, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna leave it for now like this. I want to bring the most updated illustration for the top part here, which I have saved on my computer. It's this one. Okay. It looks weird when you visualize it, but when you export it, I can show you it doesn't look bad. So you see how it doesn't have these weird lines anymore. It's just part of visualizing it in Illustrator. So don't worry, I'm not doing anything super ugly. Okay, I think it makes sense to put something here and something here to connect these two. And then I want to add some foil details on the flowers and probably in these like wildflowers that I want to work on. So let's try again with my illustration. It's definitely slow, my computer, because I'm sharing the screen and I cannot see where my design is. This is so annoying. Forget it. Don't save. Trying to think, how can I work on that? Let's see if that works. But meanwhile, I'm gonna be working on my iPad, and because the connection didn't work, I don't want to, share the iPad screen, because that green screen was super annoying. So what I will do is quickly draw in here some things I may need for the foil, and then you will see it when I import it again. Hopefully I will be quick. I wish the iPad was sharing the screen, because it would have been much better for all of you to see what I'm doing. I'll have to double check later for a future session. But in this case, we'll just keep things simple, because we are live and I don't want to be testing and bothering you. Okay, so I made a quick illustration. I'm gonna export it as a PNG, send it to my computer. It's gonna come here. Okay. Obviously it's gonna be bigger, and I think what I should do is import these into Procreate. It will be much better than what I just tried, because now I will have to figure out how to match it. Okay, so bear with me. I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna export this, send it to my iPad, and fill the space in there. So we're gonna give it base or something like this. Oops, no, not everything, just the artboard. Okay, number 1. I'm gonna send it now to my iPad. Okay, it's now in my iPad, and I will open it in Procreate and draw on top of it. It's looking nice though. I like where this is going, even though tech isn't helping me and you cannot see everything. I'm pretty pleased with how this is looking. Okay, so I'm drawing the piece seals, I think this is the name in English, for the interior of the flowers where they have the pollen, and I'm drawing them in black because that's gonna be way easier than to vectorize in Illustrator. And then once I have them in vectors, I will add the foil mask to them. So that part is shiny. And I think I'm going to use silver foil. It's a pretty effect. Okay, I'm sending now my illustration. Here I have it, and now yes, it's the size I needed. There we go. So I'm gonna center it to my artboard, image trace. And I wanna make the tracing with a little bit more of texture. I have a preset saved for this kind of illustration, so I'm gonna use it and see if it looks nice. Meanwhile, I'm thinking, what could I change for the iPad to work? But I think if I had a cable to connect it directly to the computer instead of a USB, but honestly, I don't know. I don't think I have that. Nope. I'll prepare it for next time. This is taking forever. I wish it was faster, honestly. So, my thoughts. How will I add those illustrations I want? I think I can try to do them on the iPad. Actually, I can try meanwhile while this is exporting. Although I don't think it's gonna be the best option, because it really helped, I think, having the base of the watercolor, but I can try. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad. I guess it's the essence of the mixed media. Okay, we have this. Expand. I'm gonna delete all white. Now I have this here. What happened with the background? I think I deleted the background too. Okay, and now I will bring here foil, which they gave it to us on Minted, so I don't need to prepare anything for this. I'm just gonna bring it down. Let's lock all of this so I can quickly select the foil. And then everything I want, I'm gonna press Command A to make it one shape, and with the foil Command 7, there we have it. I really like it. I really like it. Definitely I need to add something in here. I'm gonna try. Since I have it open here. don't know if it's too forced or if I should. Okay. I wish you would see what I'm doing, but I'm drawing these wildflowers, but I think I just need more leaves instead. Because the wildflowers otherwise are just in this area. We'll see them in a minute. With leaves, it looks way better. So I painted them in white, and I'm gonna now use the gray tone that I was using. On top. I know this isn't the best situation, promise you. In future live streams, I'll make sure that whatever I want to share, it's working properly. I did check, but obviously it isn't working. Okay. Quite pleased with it, so I'm gonna export just these leaves and import them back here. I'm gonna send them as a PNG so they are transparent and they go on top of my illustration. And just before I forget, I will move this here. Both. Change the names. And then bring them on top. There we go. So I filled this space and I really like how this looks. Honestly, I think it's enough. I don't think I need to do much more. Spacing here could be a little bit down. You have room for 2 lines if you need it. It would look like this. I like it. I'm happy with it. So now I'm gonna save it, export the file as they need it in Minted, and upload it there. And then I'll call this live done. All I wanted for this live is to show you the process. I see your comment, Manuela. Yeah, I'm using the iPad, and I guess you joined late. At the beginning, I had it all planned so I could share my screen, but it started doing a weird connection, and it was just like showing a green thing on the screen, so it was so annoying that I stopped sharing it. I'm really sorry, because it would have been much cool for you to see how I was drawing. But yeah, the process was I started in Photoshop, I created the white flowers, and then in Procreate I painted over them to create this texture, and then I imported them here on Illustrator to design the final card. Okay, so now I'm ready to export these. They need it at 1100 on their width. On their highest or longest side. So these are the settings, and I need to decide a name for this. I was thinking it was like for winter, so I think I'm gonna call it winter blooms. Okay, so now I'm coming to the Minted website and I want to go to the design challenge part. They have several open challenges right now. They just opened a few yesterday, so this is the one I'm participating on. I'm gonna click in here. So in my artboard. So I decided to call it Winter Blooms, and it looks like I already chosen this name before for another design, which is fine. This is going to be a foil pressed engagement party, so that's perfect. And then let's describe my design. So soft white and gray mixed media flower paintings with silver foil details for an elegant classic engagement art invitation. Key colors white, gray. Fonts used. So we have Cochin, Icnab, and Galantia. Icnab, is it with B? Yeah. Okay, and then the tags, the most important part, because before you could edit them later if they pick your design, but you cannot edit them anymore right now, so I have to be strategic in here. So winter wedding, engagement party card, stationery, white flowers, colors, gray, silver, white. What else? Floral, flower, botanical, and painted, mixed media, color, because this was the original effect, and then classic, elegant, majestic. I'm gonna put my name and leave it there. I'm gonna choose the file saved at 1100 pixels, which is this one. I could go into describing the flowers, but they are quite abstract, so yeah, I'm not gonna say which flowers are they. This is my original work. It includes an original illustration. This, I didn't use any stock images, so I'm not gonna click in there. I did not use original copy, and yep, submit. And if this is the first time you hear about Minted, I'm gonna use just a few more minutes to explain you how this works. So as you can see, this is the final design I submitted. If I go to view or comment on other designs, we can see everything that's being submitted right now on the challenge. So my design is gonna appear here, and these have just recently been uploaded. Here's people who are asking for feedback. I could go into my design and either create a poll like they are doing here, so upload a couple of, versions and ask people to help me decide which one to go with. I could just ask for feedback and ask a question or leave it open so that people can give me their opinion. And if I need to do any changes, there are already some things I'm thinking about, like making the names bigger and maybe working on the spacing in here. If I wanted to do all these changes, I would go to edit my design and upload the revised version. So let's do this. I'm gonna make the names larger. I think like this. Probably bring them closer and work on the spacing and everything else, because all of this looks more crowded than the names. And I'm just using, my eyes, squeezing them to see how much space everything occupies to decide how much you need to give it. Pirate and engagement party. Oh, it doesn't allow me to select on ring. There we go. I'm a freak of spacing. I could spend hours looking at this and trying to make it. Okay, what if I use the ampersand on the name? No, I don't like it. Okay, and we said that capital letters was too much, right? Yeah, it definitely is. Okay. Perfect, then I'm happy with these. Probably I will bring everything a little bit downwards. And I'm gonna save it, export it again. Winter blooms, save, replace. And then, as I said, I can click edit my design and I can edit anything in the text, but in this case I just want to upload anyway image, and that's it. If, for example, I decided at the end I don't want this to be foil, I would be able to change here from foil press to non-foil, or if I wanted to change the colors, I could describe the colors again, etc. So in this case I just changed the image and that's it. And then it will show down here the original and then the revision. Okay, so this is it. Again, if you're new to Minted, there is a lot for you to explore. They do have a briefing and I've been basing my designs in the briefing. You can download it as a PDF, and here it is the briefing where they explain everything they are looking for. And then once you submit it, so we have, in this case, until tomorrow to submit the designs, and then they give you 24 hours for what they call the critique period, which is the moment in which you can ask for feedback, wait for a few poll results, or do little changes like I just did for the designs you already submitted, but you cannot submit new designs, or you cannot change something like completely. And then they enter into a voting period where designers and customers, they both go and vote, and this is how it looks. So if you go here to vote, they are now voting for the Classroom Valentine Challenge, and you can vote from 1 to 5 and give them your rating. Then when this closes, they select the top winners in this challenge that I'm participating on. They will give $1,500 to the first one, $800 to the second prize, $400 to the third prize, and then they will give $250 to the fourth to the 15 prizes. Then everyone else who is not under, between the first and the 15th, they will be reviewed by their team, by the Minted team, and they will handpick the ones they believe they are worth selling or they need to add on their catalog. And these are called Editor Picks Awards, and they will be paying between $200 and $230 in prizes for those awards. So when the moment comes, they email you, they tell you, well, they first announce the winners, and then they request for you to submit the final files, and you need to work on much more than what we just saw. You have to design, in this case, the front and the back. It has to be a pattern that matches, the design that you submitted. Then you need to design a graphic or something for the envelope, a thank you card, a favor tag, a favor sticker, etc. All of these, it's for the engagement party and bachelorette party. And then for the rehearsal dinner, you design, I think, less. Yeah, and they pay you $200. So yeah, this is how Minted works. Now my design is submitted, and I will probably not do much more because tomorrow I have the day hired for, to work on somebody else's business. So I will dedicate all my time tomorrow to them, and tomorrow is the last day of the challenge, so I won't be able to submit more. But I'm happy with what I submitted. You can see again, as I was showing you at the beginning, these are all my submissions to this challenge. So these 8, we have a few of bachelorette party, these and these, then we have rehearsal dinner, and these 2 are engagement parties. And hopefully they will like it, and I will get some picks. And then if they pick it, when they put it for sale, they pay you 6% in commissions, which is really nice. Even though it sounds super small, like super low commission, it translates into good sales, and you can earn well from it. So this is why I'm participating on this. I see a question. What steps do you usually follow before creating a new design? Do you brainstorm, sketch, etc.? Yeah, actually, that's a very good question. So I start by reading the briefing. Then I research what they have on their website to make sure I'm creating something different and new, but at the same time it fits, their catalog and their aesthetic. Then I start researching online for ideas. Like in this case, I was saying I was struggling so much with this topic because I'm not familiar with it. Let me make myself bigger because I'm going to show you my sketches. And then I started brainstorming some sketches. So here are all my sketches for the bachelorette, and almost all of them are bachelorette. So here you can see the one I ended up doing. And then here you can see some others for the rehearsal dinner and the engagement party. And once I have these, super raw sketches, I basically go with my intuition and design the one that I feel more drawn to. In some cases, like here, I use my own paintings. This one, it's also a real painting scanned. Then you can see here, it's just digital. This, I made it I started doing like the sketch in Illustrator, but I did all the illustration in Procreate. This one was also made in Procreate. These two, the texture and the background, it's a Procreate illustration, and this, you saw the process. And then I bring it to Illustrator and I finish there with the text. Sometimes I start with the text and then I fill the areas with illustration. It just depends. But yeah, definitely to answer your question, I start, researching, brainstorming, reading a lot, everything, and trying to create something that fits their catalog, but it's different enough so that they want it on their website. Okay, well, at the end, it took us 1 hour, so hopefully you learned a little bit and you discovered how it worked. I will be doing this every other Wednesday, so the next one will be on, let me check my calendar, October 18th, same time here in YouTube, and I don't know what I'll be designing in that case. Last one I designed for Zazzle and I was designing baby showers. Maybe I will be doing something else in Zazzle, maybe it will be in Minted, maybe it will be for another platform, who knows. I will decide when the day comes, and if I need to share my Procreate screen, I will make sure it's properly connected, or whatever it's missing now, it's not next time. Thank you for coming, and if you're watching the replay, feel free to leave your comments and I'll be back and answer you. Bye everyone, thanks for coming.